One way to look at the DNC decision is as the latest in a series of changes, ushering in a new 21st century style of campaigning. But the value of the first-in-the-nation primary may be more enduring than many people realize.
It's a lot of attention on the decision by the DNC, and that's a big deal, right? It's a formal attack on the New Hampshire's first-in-the-nation primary, and it has repercussions. But if you pay close attention to what's been happening over the last 12 years, 15 years, the primary has evolved in a way that has also eroded what we think of when we think of the presidential primary. We've seen during the Obama candidacy, these mega events, Oprah Winfrey going into the SNU Arena and taking it over, getting away from the more local retail politics piece of it. We saw national debates taking folks away from New Hampshire, the nationalization of the primary process, where we're talking about national issues, not so much about issues that are important to Granite Staters or local voters. So what we all remember fondly are the visits to the transfer stations, the house parties, seeing somebody at the Red Arrow Diner or some other local spot, the politics and eggs events. There's less of those things happening and more emphasis on big national events that are more choreographed, that attendees are invited to instead of being open to the public. There has been a slide, in a sense, of the primary in a direction that is really inconsistent with its origins that should have concerned us all along. The DNC's decision is a big event, but it's one of several challenges that the primary has been experiencing for a time. We will fight to the next primary. The problem with all of this is that once you open the door to change like this, your ability to manage it becomes limited. So the DNC has taken a step. Somewhere I'm sure there are Republicans also talking about, is New Hampshire the best place for us to start? Is a swing state the best place for us to start? And I fear that once that door has been opened, that we're going to be fighting, even more of a fight, uphill fight, going forward. But look, we're Granite Staters. Every cycle, there seems to be somebody that wants to replace us as a leadoff contest. We've gotten pretty good at maintaining ourselves. I think we keep doing what we do well. We emphasize the fact that our voters turn out, our voters pay attention, and that primaries are to Granite Staters very much part of who we are. We see it in our DNA. As long as we hold on to those things, I think we'll be okay.